Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO weekly news update for you. Not gonna lie, not a lot of stuff happened in the world of LEGO this week. Not a lot happened last week. That's just the natural progression of things, especially after a giant set of releases for the summer wave and Comic-Con ended and everything. So there's a few little things that happened in the world of LEGO. We're gonna also jump into some of the stuff we were doing this week a little bit as well. Personally, I have been working on my micro fleet. They're all supposed to scale with each other, and I'm so close to getting the final designs for at least the Rebel fleet. I spend way too much time trying to design these things, like way too much, but I have a lot of fun doing it. Anyways, we'll get into the news, but first, let's check out what's been going on here. So like I said, the first thing that we're talking about is stuff that we did this week. I think just yesterday, the War Rig MOC by Nicola just came out. It's the latest build to hit our web store, and it's an absolutely massive behemoth of a build. If you're familiar at all with Mad Max, or the latest film from the Mad Max franchise, Mad Max Fury Road, you're gonna recognize this vehicle pretty quick, and it was a really, really fun thing to put together. If you wanna see more details about this particular MOC, check out the link in the description below. By the way, everything I talk about in this episode is linked in the description below like always, and also the Hogwarts Castle set, the second largest set LEGO has ever produced, at least in terms of part count, is now available for VIP members at LEGO stores, and we have put up a full review. Mike did a really good job running through all the different features of the set. It's definitely worth checking out as well. And okay, let's jump into the actual news of the week. The first things first, Overwatch Minisite was launched. LEGO launched its little mini site to sort of give you a little bit more information about the upcoming Overwatch Blizzard theme that LEGO is working on. When you visit the website, you'll see absolutely nothing. I think it's more of just a precursor to starting that hype train to kind of keep everyone interested in what that new theme is going to entail. Personally, I'm still excited to know what's coming down the line for these guys, and I hope everybody else is too, because I think this is a move that is a good idea on LEGO's part, and I would encourage people to, check out what the heck they're doing for all these different Overwatch characters, how they're going to portray a full computer game title as a LEGO theme. This is the first time. I think it's a cool thing. Hopefully they actually make good sets based on it, but we'll see. In terms of pictures of new things that are going to be coming down the pipeline for LEGO, there is the set 40198. This is Ludo or Ludo. I'm not sure quite how to pronounce that. It's an interesting type of game. It's called Parcheesi in the States, and to be perfectly honest, I've never played this type of game, but it does kind of look interesting as a sort of play set. LEGO has made chessboards in the past. There is a Guess Who type game that came out not that long ago. It is going to sell in LEGO stores for €40. At least that's what's listed so far. This information came from BrickVault, and according to this information, they expect the set to be available September 1st. Looks like there's going to be a lot of fun minifigures included for this, so that's a plus. And now I need to look up how to play Parcheesi online. I really have no idea how this game works. Now, I'm not totally sure if this is a brand new announcement. I know there were other Ninjago Polybags that have either come out recently or will come out very soon, but this Ninjago Dragon Hunter set, or, Polybag, number 30547 is now available at Walmart for just under $4. I don't know if that's an exclusive minifigure. I kind of do like the little build for this Ice Dragon. And anyways, that's available. I haven't seen pictures of it, so there's a new-ish looking Polybag. Also, this is possibly a rumor. It has been listed by brickmerger.de. I found it on Alan Tran's site, The Brick Fan, and according to this posting, there is a possibility that a free fall tower, set number 10267, is listed for 2018. It's a little bit strange. Usually only one giant sort of creator park set is released a year. So the roller coaster came out not too long ago, so it would be kind of weird if a second one came out. A free fall tower does sound kind of cool though. I don't know how that fall function would work. Somehow I feel like we would get those fire pole pieces, those twisty ones, somehow in the mix. But personally, I hope it's a cooler function than that instead of sort of a slower kind of spin. So this is a bit of a rumor. There's also other rumors and leaks sort of happening throughout the week. We don't really post leaks, news. So instead, let's go down to an actual bit of news, and this is, I think, the coolest bit. I always like announcing this stuff. From LEGO Ideas, the website where you submit your creations in hopes to having it become an official set, this week the Fiat 500F got 10,000 votes of support. Now this car is quite small, you know, in comparison to other cars, and it looks like it's been built up at a creator scale, sort of that larger, higher quality LEGO creator type scale, similar to how the Caterham was built. We have a nice bright red Fiat. The designer has also put it into several other colors, and for the most part, I think the build hits a lot of the marks in terms of the quality. I don't really know much about this little Italian car, but it seems to have struck a chord with enough people on Ideas because it did end up getting that 10,000 votes of support. So congratulations to Saab Fan for getting those 10,000 votes. It's not an easy feat getting pushed through to the next stage in LEGO Ideas, and now let's check out some of the micro builds. Alright, and if you have stuck around in the video this long, thanks a lot for hanging out. And this is sort of the unofficial update on the micro fleet that I'm working out. So a lot of these you have seen before, but there are a couple of updated versions of these ships, and I'm pretty happy. Most of these I would call in the final designs or the nearly final designs. So the first one here is the B-Wing, which I don't believe has changed very much. I added one little extra piece to kind of show off those little vents in the front. I don't know if that really shows off the vents, but it certainly solidifies that look of the B-Wing in the front. This is Intert's X-Wing. I pretty much completely copied this design. It is missing a couple, actually this particular model is missing a piece that should normally be on it, but I changed it a little bit because you do have that new 1x1 bracket piece. Once we get that in light bluish gray, that's probably how it'll change. I don't think actually that bracket piece would look better in red, even though the look of that red strip should kind of go all the way through for the X-Wing. This is an A-Wing that I think is better, but it's a super big pain to put together compared to the other one. It just requires a bit more of a rare piece, and it's kind of an odd connection point, but that red strip is a little bit thinner, so the entire body of the A-Wing is a little thinner than this one. This one's easier to put together, pretty basic build design, and that should work like this. This has not changed at all. The Snowspeeder should be 2.5 studs long. I tried it with another bracket just to see what it would look like. It doesn't look good, couldn't get the work. Anything shorter than 3 studs for a micro build for the Snowspeeder, that's pretty much an impossible thing. This is what I was working on all day today instead of the news, was this. This is the latest design I have for a Y-Wing. I beefed up the side engines. It's kind of sloppy with that. I'm kind of ashamed to say that I cracked and I went for a rubber band, and the rubber band on a micro build just feels weird. And this is purely aesthetic. It's just to get that yellow strip in there. I have actually ordered some different yellow rubber bands that are quite a bit smaller to sort of complete this look, but generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with the way that worked. The reason why I've sort of changed certain designs or certain builds look a certain way, these are all supposed to scale. Right, so this is my scale chart that I worked out essentially. What is it? It's like 2 meters is 1 stud, I think. So yeah, that's the general scale. I've shown that off in other videos before. And then this is the U-Wing, which isn't part of the original trilogy, but you know, it's definitely deserves to be there. And this is the Polybag design that came out not that long ago. I modified the bottom a little bit to make it thinner, but I will play around with this design just because I kind of want all of them to be my own design anyways. I mean, I did talk with Intert about using this one. Intert also designed the much larger B-Wing that we have in our store. But anyways, right, so I do want to play around with this. And then I don't know how much of these or if any of these have made it into any of the other videos. So these are some other ships from other universes that I've built. Also, once again, they're supposed to scale just right with each other. They're all built at the 1 stud equals 2 meter length. So this would be the Eagle 5. Sorry about the focus. This is the Eagle 5. I'm particularly happy about how I got the wheels on there. These 3 ships are, well, I say 3. I haven't decided on the color combination. Depending on the light, I swear her ship, what's her name? Valentine? Faye Valentine. I got her last name. Yeah, this is Faye's ship. I haven't decided on her color combination for the red tail. This is probably more accurate. Here's the Swordfish 2. Totally not my design. I can't remember off the top of my head who I copied for this, but it's a really good looking Swordfish 2. Technically, I did modify it ever so slightly, but not enough to say that it's my design. This is based on another builder's design for the Hammerhead. This is all three ships are from Cowboy Bebop, by the way. So yeah, so this is the Hammerhead. I like the way this looks. I basically saw somebody else's build that was a similar approach, and I scaled it down. I also have an upscaled version of this as well. Not quite a copy, but certainly inspired. And then this is going to match up with the Rocinante. We've got the Razorback from the Expanse. This was a huge pain. Oh my gosh, I spent way too much time working on this. It's such a weird shape for a ship. It's so strange. But the connection points are absolutely ridiculous. They basically I just wedged them together and they all stuck there. It's like the most illegal thing ever, but it works. It totally works. So anyways, that's some of the smaller stuff I've been working on outside of the Star Wars universe. And then here is the fleet. I also do have the Falcon, that is, and a couple other ships also, some of the larger ones. But anyways, that's the unofficial update for what I've been working on in micro scale. So I'm going to cut back to something else. All right, that is it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember, if you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. And tomorrow is Top 10 Mocks of the Week. It might be more than that just because I also skipped last week. I was super sick. So it's 2 weeks worth of the weekly mocks that are for the weekly videos. So anyways, that should be a really fun episode. Mike is working on that right now. Hopefully you guys check it out, and thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time at BrickVault. Hey everybody, wanted to pop in really quick, let you guys know that we've got a Lego web store, www.brickvault.toys, where we sell the PDF step-by-step instructions for some incredibly awesome Lego mocks. It's definitely worth checking out. The revenue from the web store helps support us here at the channel, as well as the designers that create these amazing Lego builds. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Remember, that's www.brickvault.toys, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.